When is the last time that you did something for the very first time? I hope you don't have to think too hard. For me, not too long ago, I got to walk on water. Now that's a big deal because I'm a native Floridian. How many of you are from somewhere up north? All right, so this might not be super foreign to you. You might have had lakes and ponds and rivers all freeze over at some point. But I happened to be visiting Boston and I drove past this lake and my friends, we were looking out and we saw there were people figure skating, there were people playing ice hockey, and there was even ice fishing. I had never seen ice fishing before. And then I casually said, I've never walked on water. And so they pulled the car over and said, why don't you try? And I would love to tell you, I got out of the car, zipped up my jacket because it was cold, and just sauntered out there like it was no big deal. But I kid you not, it was terrifying. And my saunter looked more like this. I have nicknamed that the penguin shuffle because I feel like I understand a penguin now. But I penguin walked, shuffled all the way out there, and then after I stopped looking at the cracks in the ice, I looked around and I was doing it. I walked on water. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters, and yes, what I just described for you is stepping out of your comfort zone, escaping your comfort zone, getting out of that warm, cozy car with people that I know and care about me, and stepping onto ice. It could have been thin ice, but stepping out nonetheless. And I experienced all of the emotions that go along with that. I was nervous. I was scared to death. I didn't know what to expect. But then I felt that exhilaration, that confidence of, I did it. I'm standing here on a sheet of ice in the middle of a lake that normally I wouldn't be able to do. So why is this important? Well, a comfort zone, by definition, is a place of ease and without stress. That car was certainly a place of ease. I didn't have a lot of stress. So why get out? Why push past it? The reason we need to push past it is because we want to get to where the magic happens. Have you seen that meme? It says comfort zone, and it's over here in a little circle. And then up over here it says, but where the magic happens. And those circles don't interact. They don't cross because you have to fully leave the comfort zone to get to the magic. So what is the magic? Well, the magic is simply all of the things that you have to gain by escaping your comfort zone. I'd like to share a few of those with you today. The first is self-confidence. Think about the most self-confident person you know. I guarantee you, if you walked up to them and said, oh, I want to be confident just like you, how are you so confident? They would probably tell you, I have tried a lot of things, I have failed a lot of times, and then I have succeeded. And the only way that you can try things is to get out of your comfort zone. The next thing that you have to gain is expanding your horizons. Go back with me in time to when you first learned to drive a car. If you're anything like me, you slid behind the wheel for the very first time, strapped on your seatbelt, adjusted your mirrors, got ready to go. And if you're anywhere near my age, you put a key in the ignition and cranked it. And if you're younger, you might have pushed a button to start it. Either way, you got ready to get started. That person next to you, parent, guardian, somebody that's taking you to teach you how to drive, they were probably just as nervous as you are. And when you first started driving, you might have been gripping the steering wheel. You might have hit the gas, hit the brake, hit the gas, hit the brake, until you figured it out and you're able to drive smoothly. And over time, as you practiced, you were able to become more comfortable. But the best part of that is not just that you learned a new skill. It was the fact that you expanded your horizons beyond where you could walk, where you could get a ride. You could now potentially drive anywhere. Go see new things, meet up with your friends. So expanding your horizons only happens when you escape your comfort zone. And finally, I'd like to share another point, which is resilience. You build resilience. I'm going to tell you about something I just started to do about 2-3 weeks ago. I decided I wanted to stop looking at my phone so much. I wanted to pick up a new craft. I was going to crochet. Didn't tell too many people about it, but after about 10 times of starting the same row and not getting it to work and getting extremely frustrated, I mentioned it to a friend. And she said 1 or 2 things, and next thing you know, it clicked, and I started crocheting. One of the things she said was, why didn't you start with a coaster? Because I started with a stuffed animal. I want to make stuffed animals. They're really cute. I don't need coasters. I want to make stuffed animals. And so I decided I was going to do that. If I were done by tonight, I would have brought you my stuffed crab. His name is Cedric. However, he has a body, he has eyes. He is missing his pinchers and his legs, so he cannot eat and he can't walk. But once he's done, I will bring him in for you. But the resilience I gained because I did not give up on that crab has given me the confidence, because what I really want to make is a level 3. This is only a level 1 because you got to start at the beginning. But you build resilience. So I hope as you're sitting there, you're thinking, I have escaped my comfort zone. I came to this meeting. I am here to get up on stage and talk to the crowd. That is another example of escaping your comfort zone. So I hope that you continue to build your self-confidence and build your resilience and expand all of your horizons. And please, in the next week, find some way to do something for the very first time. Thank you.